Well, the Dead by Daylight devs went through with it. They released a chapter that was incomplete without giving any sort of reason why. I mean, in any business, rushing something or putting out a product incomplete is pretty bad. Not to mention that they are charging full price. The fact that they have the balls or ignorance to do this, well, wow, it's taken me back. I went to university for game design, and the thing they beat into you there was, if you ain't happy with your finished product, then I don't want to see it. Well, clearly the devs must be happy with this end result. I'll tell you what though, we certainly aren't. No new map, just reworks. Perks are on the same level as Monstrous Shrine, or even worse, they don't work, and they don't create any new in-game mechanics or things of interest. A subpar killer that has not been fully fleshed out in PTB or live, and the survivor? Well, representation I guess. When is my Aussie Wrangler from the Outback coming? Chapter 17.5 is not complete, so why send it out, devs? Well, here are the 5 reasons why Chapter 18 is going to fail. Hate calling it that. Before we get to number 1 though, don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with the channel. Number 1, it's incomplete. Pretty straightforward this one. It's incomplete. Why as a dev team, 4 years in, would you send out something that is not complete? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is greed. Greed from the top level. There's no insider news from the devs so far on why this was rushed so much, and no one has spoken up within behavior saying they are all happy or mad with this chapter. It's all hush hush. When this happens, the only thing I can think is there's being told to keep a lid on it, and no doubt down the line we will hear of the goings on during development of Chapter 18. I know we can grab this chapter for iridescent shards, and I really hope you all do out there, but still, free or not, this was a complete mess and will only further infuriate the community. Why not wait? Why not complete said chapter before sending it out? There is enough content in this game to buy another month, and honestly, I wouldn't mind waiting if what we got was the true vision of this product. So following on from number 1, it's pretty obvious for me, you, the fans, and the devs and their nan that the twins were not fully fleshed out. It's a mess. The moment I used them in the live servers, it felt exactly the same way it did in the PTB. Not only that, it was riddled with more bugs. Sending the baby out sometimes in awkward places would get him stuck in the grass for the entire game. The locker situation was addressed by the devs in the PTB, however, never made it to live. So wait, you agree with us in the PTB that the baby should be able to counter lockers with the survivor hiding inside it. You didn't implement something. You can sometimes down a survivor by throwing yourself into the locker with a baby, but Jesus Christ. I honestly don't see any work done on live compared to the PTB. Why have a player test build when you clearly don't use it? It's beyond me. Number 3, useless perks. These perks suck to begin with, honestly. When it went to live, they were rendered useless. Look at these patch notes. Coup de grace, missing visual feedback when performing a modified lunge attack. So what is it supposed to help you with to gain a hit? Hoarder. Devs, honestly, just type out "we are incompetent" and it doesn't work. It would make you look better. Oh, maybe not, I don't know, who cares. It basically doesn't work as intended, and that's the point. Elodie's perk list is incomplete too. Appraisal, Deception, and Power Struggle all have problems. Elodie was more complete than the PTB, so why send this out? Scott Junn said something really interesting in his video on Chapter 18. Imagine for a second sending out a new hero in Dota 2 and have one of his 4 abilities not work. People would riot. Instead they have the gall to do this. It's too much for me, man. I'm sweating.
Nice! How did it even make it in live? How? Sweet, guys! They're hot fixing it! Cool! That's awesome and all! How did it even make it to live servers? How? How did they think that was okay to even put it in the game? I'm so sick of this fucking company. They're trash! Fix the game! It sucks! Blame the shit!
Number 4, map reworks suck. To me, the map reworks aren't so great either, and looked, well, like everything else, rushed. There are massive amounts of empty space on both Ormond Resort and the Auto Haven. Just walk around next time you're in. It looks great, yeah, good, but I ain't gonna sacrifice looking good for gameplay. FPS seems okay for now, but there's always ups and downs with that down the road. Some people have reported that there are only a few pallets on Auto Haven too, maybe 4 or 5. Not sure what happened there. With Ormond, the map is still pretty massive, or seems it anyway, with the massive lodge in the middle of the map. I just think there is too much here and maybe they could have trimmed the hedges a bit. I don't know how console will go here. Hope they can still play. Number 5, the devs don't care. They don't. And let me prove it to you. They clearly sent this DLC out because of money for some reason. Didn't think they had a bad year, but, you know, greed and all that. They sent it out anyway. It was incomplete, and if by now some fans of this game are still saying they probably didn't realize it, I'm here to tell you, they did. They had at least 3 months that we can prove that they were working on this chapter. In that time, there has been community feedback and a PTB. Then after all that, on release day, they have the patch notes, but instead of easing our minds, they give us a whole list of known issues before sending it out. They did know this was incomplete, and they sent it out anyway. They on some level must be okay with this. One person on Twitter said, Kote straight up doesn't care. If people play the game, so I wouldn't expect anything of merit from his opinions. Kote actually responded, and he's the only one who has so far. That is absolutely not true. I do care, quite a lot. Today's patch was not our best release by far. We know that we are working hard at fixing it right now. I still think that Elodie and the siblings are awesome creations, and I am very proud of the work done by my team. This is just damage control. Now for the icing on the cake, this bit threw me off and I couldn't believe it. Still can't. They then had the audacity to release cosmetics that you have to pay for on release of Chapter 18. And as usual, the art department were on point. The Christmas cosmetics look amazing, and I want them. However, unlike thousands of others, I refuse to give them my money any longer. This was massively disrespectful to us fans. The art department had to be on it today, to be fair, to pick up that bottom line, eh, Kote? I thoroughly think this is the beginning of the end of DBD, if they don't pick up the slack. And the fact that they were playing catch up now to fix this mess of a release, I don't have much faith if I'm being honest. Anyway, know of any other reasons why Chapter 18 would fail? Let us know in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and drop a like and subscribe to stay up to date with the channel. Also, consider joining the Discord to continue the conversation over there. There's going to be plenty of it. Links are all in the description below, guys. Thank you so much. See you in the fog.